Not a word. You're gonna catch flies with your mouth hanging open like that. Not sure what you expected. It's a black tie event. I know how to dress. Thank you. You look very appropriate. Fine. You look really nice, Rookie. Have you been waiting long? Good. No, Ethan is picking up his date and is gonna meet us back here. He's, bringing Maggie, actually. She's never been to one of these. Always wanted to go, and he didn't have anyone he wanted to bring as, like, a date. So he thought he'd ask her to come along. That's why she's been so excited this week. No, she's staying at her sister's place instead of the hotel, so he's getting her from there. We can go in. He'll catch up later. Yes, I have the hard drive. Okay, one more time. We lay low, go with the flow. After the speeches and dinner, the party will kick into full gear. We pretend to drink, let everyone else get a couple rounds in, and then we'll sneak off into the administrative wing. We get on a domain computer, plug this bad boy in, run our search and download the results. Then cover our tracks and get out of there. Just remember, Rookie, follow my lead at all times. If I laugh, you laugh. If I act drunk, you act drunk. If I run, you run faster. Let's go in. Grab an hors d'oeuvre. The entrances and greetings will take a while. Ah, here come the avians. Showy as always. They just couldn't resist, could they? Every single one of us shifts on a daily basis, and yet it's a magic trick in this setting. I swear to God, they wear feathers every year. That would be like us wearing fur coats every year. It's tacky. But you're right. They're happy, and I suppose it's harmless. The avians aren't the only ones to show up in their animal forms and shift into glamorous humans on site. I've seen the big cats do it on a couple occasions. My pack would never. We dress nicely, but we're not big on showmanship. What, how we choose our outfits, or how we as shifters deal with clothes in general? Ah. Yeah, well, I don't wonder because I'm used to it. Clothes stay intact when we shift, but they're not on our person. Well, it might seem implausible, yeah, but again, you're a human who turns into a wolf, so do yourself a favor and suspend disbelief. Our ability to shift is less about our genetics and biology and more a magical field that's tied to our genetics and biology. It's not just your body that changes when you become a shifter, but your immediate space. Some crunchy types would call it your aura. That's why intention matters for shifters. Our intention can change that magical field, meaning we look different when we've lost control of ourselves. The magical field also serves more practical purposes, like keeping your clothes safe when you shift. According to legend, it didn't start out as a means to protect clothes, though. I personally think it's just a story. I mean, what is magic if not science that we don't understand, right? The first shifters didn't have that ability. They either had to get butt naked before a shift or destroy their clothes in the process, but they lived with it. However, they learned over time that in their human form they had a need for weapons or messages that could be carried, particularly in times of war. So they made an offer to, well, some say it was a god, others say it was a mage. It was a powerful entity of some sort. This one prince, a griffin shifter, offered up his power and the power of his entire bloodline in exchange for the ability to preserve items on a shifter's person during their time in their altered form. The being was pleased with the sacrifice, I guess, and it accepted the prince's power, and from then on, all shifters were able to shift in and out without concerning themselves with the loss of their armor and weapons. Nowadays we use it to keep our leather jackets and smartphones close by, but it works. The current theory that's being tested is that it creates a sort of pocket realm for our personal effects to sit in. It's kind of like a bag of holding. Yeah, I went through a D&D phase, sue me. The Griffin Prince? Oh, well, he missed the ability. I mean, it wouldn't be a sacrifice if it was something he didn't care about, right? But he was a good ruler, and it set a precedent. Throughout history, shifters have offered up their power, or even the power for their entire bloodline, in exchange for other things. A horse shifter clan traded up their abilities to end a drought. An avian king gave up his power to give his people immunity to a disease back in the 1400s, stuff like that. But the deity, entity, whatever, it only agrees to exchanges made by those with the purest intentions. People who want to give up their magic in exchange for revenge, not accepted. At least according to the stories. So, no, there's no scientific answer that explains why we can keep our clothes on while we shift. But there's also no scientific answer as to why we can shift to begin with. At least not yet. I think every shifter would be interested in that, Rookie. And the rest of the unempowered world. Come on, let's go grab seats with the orcas. They know how to party and will be the perfect cover. It'll be a couple hours, so enjoy the food and the company, but when I get up, you follow. Through here. Okay, this is where they process documents and archive them digitally. Easy. I can guarantee you at least 2 of these workstations have their passwords under their keyboard. Just have a look around. Trust me, it happens more than you think. Yep, perfect. Luckily for us, they appear to have missed this year's security training. Hard drive? Okay. Pull up the database. Let's try the same password. And we're in. Let's search for Ruby Kendall. All records. 783. Shit. Filter out signature fields and all legal documentation with clan in the subject category. We don't need things I've signed as an alpha, just things about me. 212 results, okay. Set that to export to the drive. Next, search Calvin Meyer. M-E-Y-E-R. 82 records, export all. Search murder plus shifter plus feral. Only 27, okay. All of those. Next, Harston Ranch. It's where they sent Cal in Montana. Because he was different when he came back from there. I want to know why. Yeah, all of the records. Myra Kendall. M-Y-R-A plus accident or death. I don't know, I just grab all 17 of those. Yeah, I think that's all. How much time is left on the export? Damn, that's gonna be quick. All hail USB 3.0. Gives me a minute and a half to be nervous about this. No, not about getting caught tonight. I don't care about that. I'm nervous about what I'll find. Of course I want to find something, but I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I mean that if I find something, it could be a huge incident. It could affect the lives of shifters as we know it, or I might find out that people I've trusted have been lying to me for years, or that the organization that is supposed to look out for all of us is dreadfully incompetent, or maybe they're competent but don't have the resources to handle whatever this is. Maybe this will all be pushed under the rug. I don't know. I don't know what to think. And if I find nothing, then that means that everything that has happened to me will have been for no reason at all. That means that I've just been really unlucky. Yeah, you're right. I have a good family around me. And I have you. Which counts for a lot more than I ever could have expected. I believe you when you say that. Of course I trust you. I let you talk me into this, didn't I? Stop looking at me like that. Like you're about to... Okay, unplug it. Lock this computer and let's get out of here. Don't celebrate just yet. We still have to get back to the other side of the... Shit, Director Hadley. He's not gonna believe me faking drunk. He's seen me drunk, and he knows that I know my way around this place. Kiss you? Are you sure? Then come here. Director, enjoying the party?
Not as much as you are by the looks of it. What are you doing in this wing?
We were just looking for someplace quiet.
I can see that, but you can't be over here.
Right, thanks, Director. Have a good one.
I didn't know someone could turn that shade of red. She'd put a tomato to shame. Did you see the look on her face?
Oh my god. Yeah, fine. Let's just get back to the party. Hi. Can I come in? No, we'll look over the hard drive tomorrow when we get back. I know it's late, but I wanted to talk to you. You know what? No, I don't regret it. Do you regret it? I don't know what this is, Rookie. I don't know anything about any of this. It's not that I don't like it when things change, it's just... I think things have already changed. Maybe changed a long time ago. I told myself that you were just being so kind to me because you're a nice person, or because I'm your mentor, or because you pity me. I didn't want to assume anything, and I didn't want to trust anyone with that part of me. But then, a couple hours ago, I caught you looking at me like I was the center of the universe, and when I said I trust you, I realized in that moment that I really, really do. And I don't know how to define this or whether I even should. All I know is that I have not been able to stop thinking about you since that kiss. I feel like I can't breathe. If I'm wrong, and this is nothing, then tell me and I'll walk out that door and never say anything about it ever again. But if I'm right and you feel something too, then... Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, I do. I do want this. I want you.